Back to Liza P. We are in the Grand Exhibition. Go ahead and get this nightmare of a level done with.
Everybody, and this last beat. And then have big attacks while maintaining the great damage and kills. They've been used for this build as a combination of the blade and the Fireaxe handle can be found hidden in This handle has great scaling and some blade.
Not much to say about this place. It's just full of enemies that we've seen before, minus these guys. But honestly, just block and stay on the offensive. They'll go down pretty quickly. lot of things we can do out here. Oh god. So yeah, putting on the technique or strength amulets would not be a bad idea for this build, since that would actually increase the damage for us by pretty much 8 levels. So very simple stuff right there. But I like the carriers just because I do need the weight. Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about that. But yeah, essentially you have 8 levels just kind of pouring in from damage right there if you put both rings on. So very good rings for a quality build, obviously. It will just be shooting higher damage numbers. And if I need to, then I can use them just to kind of reach, like, since I want both those stats to basically be at 30, I guess just stop at 26, throw the rings on, and then start throwing other stats in if I, like, gonna be dedicated to those rings only or something like that. So a lot of utility with amulets and rings and all sorts of shit. But we did pick up another quartz, which is amazing. Got this guy. This area. This is just like the silliest shit I've ever seen.
I get the puppets, but what are the monsters? Don't come any closer.
New NPC.
Oh, you're not one of them. Are you here to save me? Those grand exhibition jerks are not to be messed with. Especially after they took that drug. Then there are those biological experiments. Oh, how horrid. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my own if you clear the way a bit. Please, wipe out all those mongrels. Please, wipe out. It'll be easier to breathe once that horrid Victor's been taken out. Once you're done, I'll see you at the hotel. Please, wipe out. It'll be easier to breathe once that horrid Victor's been taken.
Okay. Make sure you talk to Belle, because that is another NPC quest line that we are going to need. And another opportunity to lie and all sorts of stuff for the playthrough. Pretty tucked away, though, to be honest. I think I found her on accident because I was running away and I got zapped or something. I got pushed down. I was like, oh, hey, look, there's a person down there. Dumb luck, I guess. Not the prettiest way to do it, but we'll just take it, I guess. These guys are always just... bit pissy. There you go. Now, when you die, you have a way to run back up. Shortcut, so you don't have to run through the outside and do all that shit again. Resurrection, Champion Victor, man stood at the pinnacle, Hercules a Krat. So obviously, talking about a really strong human, superhuman guy. Yeah. in the story of Pinocchio, this actually did exist. Just continue down and around. They just like trying to face you down with impossible odds, but honestly, just whatever, right? So satisfying. Just pop the juice. Oh shit, this part. Hold up. Oh. You know what this means?
Another fine day in the city of Krog. But I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Ah. If your goal is to study the human condition, there's no better way than my riddle position. You know how it is. It's time for a quiz. Today's riddle might have you over the barrel. But get this one wrong and you will be in peril. So, answer correctly or tackle with danger. But when you quiz with the king, danger's no stranger. Now, listen closely and heed the king's speech, or the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Think about this, whatever it takes. What cannot be used before it breaks?
This one's egg for the answer.
Correct! You were once such a fool, yet you've gotten so clever. I'm as happy as a parent. In this city, there are those who wish to crack the shell and be reborn. How about you? Can you awaken and break free of the shell that is your puppet's body? Oh, it's a frightfully difficult question, huh? So, I'll reward you with a hint. At the grand exhibition, you now must behold all 10 fingertips of the woman of cold. Look close before she escapes your notice. Then I
Behold the fingertips of the cold woman at the Grand Exposition, King of Riddle's Heads. So that is a puzzle in order to get the next Trinity key, I believe. We won't see that for just a little bit, though. It'll come into view. It's something that it's like a statue or something we have to interact with. It's real easy shit that I remember first run you see it. Oh, hold up. There we go. And then remembering that the Trinity door is back at the King of Puppets arena. Or just before it with the little swinging chandelier. Alright, bit of a tough fight. I remember dying here before, so possibly same scenario since I don't have a lot of juice with me right now. And then there's like a mini boss fight. I want to say there's like a mini boss fight here or something like that. And it's really hard to come across the Stargazer right now. That's like the whole point of this. Oh shit, this guy. These are tough. Honestly, I didn't think that just straight up power moves would have been enough to do it, so kind of mad that I never even tried that myself before. No one knows the inorganic cluster crowd sunk into correct roots, collapse, okay. After the alchemists of the isle settled down to Devil's Pit, known as the relic of Trismegistus, was revealed to the Ergo mine and tremendous value. Yep, so this stuff now is starting to tell the stories we care about. But just shit that we can pause, read later, whatever, right? Watch a lore video, whatever you want to. Legion plug. Yeah. Build another arm, good. Growing the arms, even better. Better than last. That's not complete. Yep, so you want to remember the gallery key to use on this door. It's a very important thing behind there. I wish we had it now. That would have been great. Yeah, so beyond this door, there's going to be like a miniature boss fight. Definitely not prepped for it at all because I only have one heal and survivability would not be that great. But we do have a Trinity key and a quartz that we do have to turn in. So at this point, it's the best time to go back to the hotel, turn that in, grab a new Legion arm, go to the Trinity door, get the reward out of there, and so on and so forth. So let's just go ahead and pop over to the most recent. Saying that we can clear the machine gunners pretty easily. That won't be a problem. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Because if I was going to do that, I should have just teleported back to the hotel, right? I'm trying to go do the Trinity first, just in case I do get another quartz. Yes, sir. I will say, though, for everything that the game looks pretty, the fire is not the greatest looking. But it's okay. They pass through the doors, 10% true meaning of the three pillars. Performance of the day, the greatest singer in Krat has arrived. It's a shame she can't sing because her tongue was cut out. Belford and Quartz. Yeah. Giant upgrade all around. Same weight. Electric blitz, fire resistance, physical damage. Everything's up. Now we go back to hotel.
I'll use my power.
Just beefing up. What are we hitting for now? 179 plus 70. Respectable damage, especially when you start adding the R2s and the charged R2s in there. Okay. So let's go for this stiffness. Boost weapon durability consumption. That could be really nice. Lowers natural recovery upon weapon attack. Eh. Enhances weapon attack when pulsates. Survival. Perfect guard regain recovery. Wow. Obviously, more post cells would have been better, eh? Charge Legion when killing an enemy. Fatal attack, fatal charger. Lower Legion. Restores weapon durability when using special grants. Nice. What about item? Increase that. Increase consumable. Possession limit 2. Increase throwing. Consumable effect. Yeah, so boring shit. Enhance Fable Art attacks 2. Did we do Fable Arts 1? Yeah. Enhanced Fable. Enhanced weapon attack. Okay. I did pick up a Legion plug.
I always...
I know my way around.
Come to think of it, there was not a good shortcut anywhere, was there? That played so much differently in my head, man. Like, I thought that was a boss, but I think that dude just wiped my ass at the start when I first played it, and yeah, I treated it like a boss. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, if I just ran back, right? Just like 2 more steps, and we could have avoided like 7 minutes of dumb shit just now. And a fucking box, of course. Of course. Why would they give me a box when I don't need one yet? That is tragedy. Wavelengths connect Argo Hearts. Got it. Yeah. Well, shortcut's taken care of, so let's just pop back over to hotel. Turn in the box and see what we get. Hopefully it's a quartz. Then I can do the stagger damage thing.
No matter what, serve you welcome. This is a special opening. No matter what, serve you welcome.
Yep, get another quartz. It's good. And we get infinite numbers of alchemist boosters. And a Legion caliber. Awesome. So we need 7 grand total. There we go.
No matter what, serve you welcome.
Get the ages all the way up to 3. Modify a Legion arm to its max level. Got a trophy for that. That's cool. And let's see how that works. I don't know. I don't know how you perform that. So I gotta rehold it or something? I don't think I understand. What am I holding? Oh, okay. I'll look it up later. I don't know what that does. Where are we at on time? 40 minutes. Okay, we'll cut here and then rejoin, go back to the exhibition and fight. Pretty tough fight, actually. It's a big guy, so we have to kind of deal with that. But